How many of you had your career chosen by a toy? No one. I do it. Lego showed me my way. Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed. Today I'll talk to you guys about how Lego showed my passion for architecture. So when I was younger, I always wanted to be an archaeologist because I love dinosaurs, but I lost that phase. So then I continued with my Lego phase, building and building. But when I was younger, I mainly built vehicles or scenes from movies like Jurassic World or Avatar. But then when I turned 10, that's where everything changed. I found this Lego set that was so cool, the Lego Avengers Tower. It was right after I started liking Marvel a lot. And then, when I saw on Lego.com, being the Lego obsessed person I am, I finally found the Lego I wanted. But it was really expensive. So, I had to stay all year from September 2024 all the way to July. That's a lot of time. So finally, at July, I had to buy it. But it took a long time until that happened. So I saved up money from my allowance, for my birthday, celebrations, so many things that could get more money. And then in July, I finally bought it online. But it was gonna arrive the day my dad was coming to us to Egypt. So I'm texting him every 5 minutes. Make sure you come to the house and put that Lego set inside. Make sure you put the Lego set inside 50 times a day. And finally, when he came, it came perfectly just before he left the airport. Then, after 2 whole months of that Lego set standing in my house unopened, I finally came home and wanted to build it. But it was nighttime, so I had to go to bed. So, the next morning, I wake up at 6 o'clock, rush to my room, take a picture of my Lego set, and finally start building it. I built all day. I didn't even take breakfast. I was starving by the end of the day. Then, every single hour was me building and building and building and building. No chores, no nothing, just building. Then, I wasn't even finished yet. Next morning, no breakfast, continuing. Building, 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 building. And then, after 2 hours, I finally finished it. What did I do next? I played with it and watched TV at the same time. Then, I joined a new school, TASIS. Moving there was tough. New friends, new classes, new systems of education. But I found this class that really caught my eye, I&D. So in I&D, we started with doing a wallet for our partner. It was a bit boring, but I went through it. And then we started the actual project. I was so excited, but it took some boring steps before it also. So first we had to empathize, see ChatGPT personas, videos of people talking about their lives and how sad it is in Hong Kong. So the mission was, in Hong Kong, people are living in cage homes, small cramped homes, because houses in Hong Kong are way too expensive. They have not enough food, no privacy whatsoever. So we had to change that. People have started to have the design of having a concrete tube at putting your houses and putting all your house inside it. The design was horrible. Take it from me. I saw the video, crashed. So we had to change it. So we had empathize, then we had to design it by analyzing pictures, brainstorming, and then finally we were able to design everything on Tinkercad. Tinkercad is a 3D model app where you could design everything by cutting, putting things together, and adding as much detail as you can. And here is my opal. I got a couch that turns into a bed, a long, thin fridge for space, a TV, curtains, a private bathroom because everyone deserves dignity, and feedback because why not? And I can go on and on and on and on about this, but I know you guys want to go home, so I won't bore you with facts. Then, after all that hard work, I showed at the Create Showcase, and then after all that, I had to go to another one. I really liked I&D. I didn't want to go to another Creates class. Before all of this Lego and all of that, I wanted to be either an archaeologist, engineer. I didn't really know. So building all of these stuff, having fun, designing, modeling, really opened my eyes to architecture. And all of this is so fun. And designing is one thing. Bringing your design to next life, that's next level. Bringing your design to life, that's next level. So here's what I've learned. You can build something from almost nothing. A few bricks, an idea, and the courage to start it. I may be young, but I'm already building. And one day, I hope to build things to make life better. Not just for me, but for others. Because the pioneers of tomorrow, we're already stacking the bricks today. Thank you. Thank you.